Hello everyone, I'm Raji from SNS College of Technology in the Department of Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning. Today we are going to see about what is bias, variance and trade-off in machine learning. The first thing is bias. That bias is a predictive errors, that is inaccurate or wrong, that is predictive errors, which means it has a while processing the machine learning process, the some errors will occur. That and all two types of errors will occur. One is reducible error and irreducible error. In that reducible error, it has two types, that is bias and variance. Bias means is a difference between our actual and predicted values. Bias is a simple assumptions that our model makes about our data to be able to predict new data. This instance where the model cannot find patterns in our training set and hence fails for both seen and unseen data is called underfitting. High bias is a simple model which pays very little attention to the training data. So that is the big picture will represents the model prediction, actual values and bias. In between model prediction and actual values, the in between values is called bias. And characteristics of high bias model includes not able to capture proper data trends, trained over noise also, so giving less accurate results, suffers from underfitting, a more general or simple model. And so these and all characteristics of high bias model includes. And what is variance? The next thing is variance. Variance is the opposite of bias. Variance is also an error that measures the randomness of the predicted value from the actual value. So variance can be defined as the model sensitivity to fluctuations in the data. If the model is allowed to view the data too many times, it will learn very well for only that data. It will capture most patterns in the data, but it will also learn from the unnecessary data present or from the noise. So this is the basic thing of variance. So the graph will represent the high variance and variance between the opposite of bias. So example of bias and variance is some machine learning algorithms with low bias are k nearest neighbors, decision trees and support vector machines. At the same time, some machine learning algorithms that have high bias for linear regression and logistic regression. The summary is bias, underfitting with high train and test error, variance, overfitting, high test error. So this is the basic overview of bias and variance. So bias is a generally it is a difference between our actual and predicted values. In that actual and predicted values, the graph will represent the simple assumptions that our model makes about our data to be able to predict new data. In that model cannot find patterns in our training set and hence fails for both seen and unseen data is called underfitting. So this is the underfitting. We called as both seen and unseen data in the training set. And high bias is a simple model which pays very little attention to the training data. So this is the bias, and the characteristics is not able to capture proper data trends and trained over noise also, and suffers from underfitting. A more general or simple model is a characteristics. The variance is a defined as a model sensitivity to fluctuations in the data, and if the model is allowed to view the data too many times, it will learn very well for only that data. So it is called variance. So this is the overview of variance, and examples of bias and variance we have already seen. So this is the summary of variance and bias. In next class we are going to see about what the summary of variance and bias. Thank you.